Welcome back. This is as early as I possibly could, but as of this time of recording, version 3.8's delay compensation detail is gonna be seen over here. And we actually have the unofficial or official drip marketing for the next world in version 4.0. Planarcadia, right? So without further ado, let's just jump in immediately right here, right? So this is gonna be essentially Pom Pom said. I think I've made this post, I think a couple of days back, where HSR for the first time actually made Pom Pom really, there you go, right? For every single version before 3.8, Pom Pom was always happy, right? Pom Pom was always happy until version 3.8, where Pom Pom finally became sad, right? And now today, we actually got a little bit more information as to exactly what the hell is gonna be going on with this. And starting off immediately right now, this is going to be the first look at the unofficial drip marketing for HSR version 4.0. Now, I feel like some of these characters, they are pretty straightforward. I think you don't even need to have leakers, but you can kind of tell who they are gonna be. So, for example, this is definitely gonna be Sparkle, right? I can literally see right? This is literally Sparkle, so I don't think we need to pretend anymore. I actually have no idea who this is. Looks a little bit like Agla. Okay, wait, actually, let me take a closer look over here. There we go, right? Okay, because this reminds me a little bit of like Aglaya, alright? She looks a little bit heavy chested. I can feel the heavy chest coming, but it also doesn't make too much sense for Aglaya to come back in version 4. And the only other model that is as big as Aglaya, aside from Cyrene, is none other than the women who can't cook for shit, right? Madam Himiko. I guess that's what I'm guessing, right? That's why I think this is probably a Himiko reference, because she has very similar motifs, if I can say so myself. So that's what, because this is like a little bit of the fat over there, a little bit of thinking over here. Very interesting. But other than okay, that's my guess, right? That's just my guess. The person right beside, I wonder who could this be? I wonder who could that be, guys. That looks like wait, hold up. That looks like someone I kind of probably seen before from way back in the days. Yeah, I don't know, right? I think something looks a little bit familiar. So, if I was gonna be a betting man, I think that is probably gonna be Mr. Baldy, if I can say so myself. So, I think for these three characters, my personal guess, this is almost the objectively gonna be Sparkle. This is almost 99.99% gonna be Blade. This one, I'm still a little bit uncertain. I'm actually not too sure who Bro is gonna be, but based on my big Aboba theory, I think this is probably gonna be Himiko. So, it could be like a brand new unit, right? It could be like a brand new unit. So, that is gonna be our first 3 units from the AHA category. And then for the next 3 units, first things first. What are you doing? What are you doing here? It's almost as if, bro, like she literally has her glasses over there, by the way. Do you guys see that? Wait, hold up. She literally has like the little shadow of like where her glasses are. So like it's almost like I could definitively say this is probably going to be Silver Wolf. But I think the changes are, bro, I don't even think there's like that much of a change. She's literally using the same exact weapon as the little blade thingy, and then she has the same little coat up in there. So I'm almost definitely certain this is probably going to be Silver Wolf. Now the 2 other units besides Silver Wolf though. Okay, I'll talk about this last. But okay, Bro over here. He looks a little bit of like a mixture between Boot Hill and Aventurine. That is what I'm feeling. He also reminds me of this other unit from Genshin Impact. It was like the cowboy guy. Because if I were to kind of take a look back into where the hell is our Mr. Physical? There we go. It's like if Bro has the cowboy hat over here, it is almost the exact same hat, guys. Is this not like almost the exact same head? Did bro even have the feathers up in there? Right, is that not the feathers? You get what I'm saying? And then we also have a little bit of like the spiked hair that is gonna be coming out from this side over here. And then if we zoom out, whoa, if we zoom out a little bit more, even his stance, right? Even his stance is kind of a little bit like he's like standing sideways. He's like standing sideways. You get what I'm saying? So I actually think it might be a little bit going into the boot hill category. But the flip side, I can also see like a little bit of Aventrine. I can also see a little bit of Aventrine. If bro wears the hat over here, unfortunately we can't see the hat from this model. So a mixture of these two. I'm not too sure who that is gonna be, but maybe a little bit back in the reference between these two, because that is definitely gonna be one of those mans, right? So that is my guess. Now, last but certainly not least, I just want to say at first glance, right? Like my first impression when I first saw this, minus the bunny ears, it reminds me of someone that I know for a very, very long time. Because it kind of has like a very, very similar vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like this, especially this hair. Especially this hair and the little bit of the floppy ears, it legitimately made me remember, oh my god, is that actually gonna be a facial cameo? But the thing is, it can't be facial because you know why? Her ears are like a little bit too long. Her ears like a little bit too long, and she's using a sword. Right, and she's using the sword a little bit similar to, there was this other reference that I kind of just picked up, right? So this is the sword. Let me show you guys this picture over here. You know, we do get a little bit of them bunny ears, right? The bunny ears are gonna be up there, right? She also uses a sword. And this is the full battle armor, where it essentially took a reference from Honkai Impact 3, and both Silver Wolf and Bro over here are standing side by side. Right, they are essentially standing side by side. So for those of you guys who have no idea who she is, I actually just found out recently, by the way. This is a character that goes by the name of Yae Sakura from a Honkai Impact 3, right? And I think we have probably seen her coming around in a couple of references. So for example, right, turns out there is a Yae Miko from Genshin Impact, and now they do look a little bit similar from the outline of this over here, if I can say so myself, right? Like, okay, the hair is a little bit of the facial reference, but this almost is the same ear, the same sword, and a little bit of that facial, right, from this portion of the hair up in there, and she has quite a little bit of them, alright? Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting, if I can say so myself, right? And the reason why I want to guess, right, obviously all these are just theoretical speculations. Yae Sakura, this unit, let's just be real, is, okay, sorry, pause. Aventrine, you're way too noisy. This unit is essentially based on the JP, right? Like, I think we can all agree this is a very, very JP coded character, right? Like, you know it, I know it. I think we can all tell this is a very, very JP coded character, right? So it just so happens to be in a situation where not just her, but Hababa, Blade, Boot Hill, Silver Wolf, Aglaia 2.0 are all in the same drip marketing for the upcoming Planet of, I'm not really even sure if this is Planet of Festivities because it gave me a little bit of Panic vibes, but this is essentially Planarcadia. So that is essentially going to be my guess of what is I'm guessing the 4.0, 4.1, and 4.2 banners for Honkai Starbucks, right? I don't know if there's gonna be released in the same order, like maybe this is like 4.0. Then, okay, actually I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be the same release order unless they have like 3 rate up characters for a single patch. Crazy. So like for example, you know like how in 1 week, or right, one patch, or one patch is like 6 weeks, right? But they have one limited unit every 2 weeks. Oh, that would be crazy, right? That would be absolutely crazy because they're standing like side by side, tree by tree, right? So this is Sparkle, Himeko, I guess, Aguilera, whatever it's gonna be, Blade, and then Boot Hill, Silver Wolf, maybe Yai Sakura. I don't know, right? I don't know, right? So that is gonna be MrPokke's, theoretically speaking, guessing of what is going to be coming. Let me know what you guys think for these units, but with that, we kind of want to move on a little bit more for the other thingies that they also show at the same time, and that is gonna be the planet that we are gonna be visiting, right? So we see a little bit of the teaser. We have Mr. Cassius staring at the AHA logo, right? So this is essentially, if you guys play Honkai Starbucks long enough, this is essentially the emanator of elation, right? The literal AHA symbol with the mask over here, and the overall screens behind is gonna be the settings that we're gonna be going like this. It looks very technological, right? It's like a lot of like TV screens, a lot of like futuristic sci-fi cyberpunk kind of vibes, and then we have the big disco ball featuring the AHA up in there. So that is gonna be one of the first look, and then the other look over behind, it is going to be this, which gave me a lot of like cooks, by the way. This is all MrPokke, Uncle Pokke cooks, right? So first things first. Yippee! It's a giant mega pom-pom. He is so happy. But aside from the giant mega pom-pom, I kind of want to refer to this thing over here. This individual reminds me of someone that we might have encountered back in version 1. And the reason why I say this is because not just her hair, her badge, her ababa, but if you scroll down a little bit further, oh my god, she's so happy. She's so happy. If you scroll down a little bit further, there's also a little symbol over here where her eyes are open with the same hair, the same badge, and the motifs tied to this unit up in there. So I don't know if this is actually gonna be Kokolia. I don't know if Kokolia is making a comeback, but it is very interesting to see how in the upcoming world with Danheng, Sach, March 7, and Cases taking picture, it kinda looks like a throwback to Bella Bogu. And the final clue that I almost certain this is gonna be having a lot of Bella Bogu reference is Mr. Giant Robot right here. Now, if you guys still remember HSR from back in the Wildfire days, we essentially summoned this guy to beat the ever-living out of Kokolia as his mega hand slams down back up in there, right? So with this, and a little bit of them skies going around, even the building design, I do believe this brand new world will have quite a lot of cross-reference as we are going to be heading, okay, maybe not the entire planet. This could be, okay, to be fair, this could just be like one part, right? It's like, you know what, like Enforce have like all those models. This could just be one part out of the many different screens. Because I see a lot, okay, I'm not going to zoom into his ass, but like all these are like screens, right? Each of them are technologically advanced individual screens. So I think from what I'm seeing, right, this could also be, once again, a simulation. That is my code, guys. That is my code. I think this could just be an entire segment. It looks like a playground kind of simulation where we're gonna be going into one of these screens. Oh my god, bruh, not again. But it does feel this way because I can't really see the ties of like correlation. Why they wanna show off this particular like symbol, this particular place with the motifs to Bella Bogu, because I don't think we're ever gonna go back to the planet. Literally, it is gonna be a brand new planet, right? This is a next road, Planarcadia, right? Planarcadia. So because of that, it doesn't really make sense for us to literally go back to Bella Bogu, but we are also gonna be going to this place with a digitalized version of everything. And on top of these two combined, the planet's name is literally Planarcadia. If you guys remember what the Arcadia set is, right? Let me show you guys what the Arcadia set is, right? Taking a look into Mr. Final. This is the Planarcadia. A flute whistle shaped from clay, the hope of the fairies between two children. Ma'am, the rope as well as a literal ma'am up in there, right? So, I honestly, at this point, can't really tell if we are really gonna do like a Amphorius throwback electric boogaloo when the entire fucking version 4 it is gonna be another simulation just like Amphorius, because Amphorius as a whole was a simulation, in case you guys haven't caught up the story, right? Because the planet is literally Planarcadia, right? And this whole thing was based on the premise of it being a simulation. So combining this with the planar set, with the digitalization, with the throwback to Balabogu. Oh wait, Arcadia has an actual meaning. Greece. It's a idyllic, peaceful, and simple ruler paradise. A perfect utopia away from worldly troubles. A utopian place. A place with everything is essentially perfect. A tranquil, perfect spot. Yeah, no war, only peace. No war, only... Wait, I think they might say a little bit back up in there. Okay, wait. Lore. Wait, lore. The threat of destruction compelled the cosmos to unite once again, and now everyone looks toward the other aeons involved. The Express crashed into and departed from Planarcadia. There, Aha grazed the pursuers of elation with a reward. Join their game and become an aeon for a minute. Whoa. Their game. The Aha game. The Aha Squid game where you can literally become an aeon. Interesting. So all these are like the symbolisms. Thank you for your understanding and see you in Planarcadia. Oh no. Oh no. I have no idea what that is. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Interesting. Sample? I have no idea what it is. So I think with that, right, I will essentially just wrap up this brand new drip marketing from HSR's 4.0. I really would want to look forward and see if they're going to be coming up with trailers and everything, because at the end of the day, right, you can check out our previous video, the truth behind version 4.0. If you are not aware of, like, you know, the real world, I think it might be a little bit scary to see how the development is gonna be like in version 4.0, because essentially I think the previous plan, I think the best way I can describe it is that if you have a job and your boss told you gotta get this done, you get everything done for the past like 6 weeks, and then 1 month in advance, he's like, nah, forget it. We're gonna do a brand new one. Billy say the characters look like Sparkle, Kafka, Blade, Boot Hill, Silver Wolf, and Fei Xiao. Kafka? Yeah, bro, okay, to be fair, Kafka did have a little bit of involvement, right? We saw quite a bit of Kafka references toward the end of 3.7 as well as 3.8. Kafka. And okay, honestly, this Kafka cook might be there because Blade and Silverwolf are Stellaron hunters, right? So it kind of makes sense if this is also another Stellaron hunter, which is Kafka, and they join their hunt for the Stellaron. And what if it turns out that Aha hosting his own Aha games, right? The Squid Game but Aha version, the grand prize of being an Aeon is a Stellaron. Alright, yo, help me clip that, right? Subscribe for more Mr. Lore. I do think that, bro, as much as I wish that this was Fei Xiao, I just don't think it's happening, man. I just don't think it's happening, because at the end of the day, it's Honkai style. Honkai, right? So personally, as much as I want this to be Fei Xiao, I legitimately don't think it is gonna fail. There are just way too many similarities, especially the I'm all ears, right? Oh my god, wait, chat. Why we are all wrong? Why we are all wrong? And she is me, baba. So we'll look for this how they're gonna be going. Let me know what you guys think in the talks in the section below. The word of the day is going to be yay. Join Twitch, join YouTube, join Discord, join Discord, all the best of my customers. Use code BOOM. See you guys next time. Take care.